and welcome back to Outside the Cookie Jar. I'm Jackie the Baker. So today I figured I would be making like a summertime favorite. Well, actually it's an all-year favorite, but a lot of people make it in the summer and the fall. So without further ado, I'm going to be making s'mores bars. If you like the gooey, the chocolatey, the run down your face type of s'mores, you're going to love these bars. So let's get baking. Alright guys, the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and get a 9x9 baking dish, square, round, or whatever you prefer. I prefer square, and you might want to like spray it up real good, or put some parchment or aluminum foil in there and then spray that, because these are going to be sticky. Okay, first I have 1 cup of melted butter in here. Okay, and then to that I am going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. I eyeball it, so probably be more. That's about a teaspoon. I always use homemade vanilla. I just think it's better and it's cheaper to make than to buy. Okay, got vanilla and then 1 cup of sugar. You want to stir that up. Alright. Now you want 1 egg, preferably at room temperature. It just mixes in well. When you have like warmish butter, this isn't like too warm, cooler than warm. And then I got a 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So I'm going to go ahead and do quarter teaspoon of salt. Lord, you remember, see how salty that would be. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. So you want to you want to pour this in. Just mix it just until combined. Alright. Now with this is a cup. You're probably going to need either a cup or a 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. Put that in there. It depends on, today is like a really rainy day, so I might need a little more. You just want to do that. Scrape down the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/2 cup or more of graham cracker crumbs. Okay, this is what it should look like. It's going to be crazy, but let it stand. I'm going to let it stand for about 5 minutes, and it'll be easier to work with. It'll be more pliable, I would guess. Just easier to work with. I shall see you in 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, just take, depending on like how the thickness you want of your crust, you could do it either all, or you could have it, half the recipe. I usually make 2 because, well, I have like my family loves these. So I'll probably be making like almost the whole thing, I would say, depending. I don't know. Screw it. I'm going to do the whole recipe. So just spread this out as evenly as possible. Yes, your hands are going to be really, really greasy after this, but it will so totally be worth it. If you want, you know what? A lot of times I just use like vinyl gloves, you know, the type of gloves that you see in the deli department they use. Sometimes I'll just use that because I really don't want to wash my hands. If I wash my hands too much, they get really dry and they just don't feel right. So, get a little top in here. So, like I said, make sure your oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And, so, do that. 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want to bake this. Now this, depending on the thickness you want of your crust on the bottom, it will actually take lesser time. Like if you have the recipe, you might want to bake it till about 15 minutes because it is already like you just pretty much made a cookie. And it's going to, you know, bake like a cookie. So you want to give it as much time as possible. Just keep baking, or just keep baking. Keep your eye on it, and don't try not to over bake it because these do kind of brown a little bit more because of the graham crackers. So with this, since I am using all of the recipe, I will be putting it in until about 25 minutes and checking to see. Of course, that's depending on your oven. Like I always say, you know, every oven is different. So, you know, check it at 20 minutes if your oven runs a little hot or whatever. So I guess my advice would be, you know, check it at 20 minutes. See if it's done or not. And I shall see you in 20 or 25 minutes. Alright guys, so I am back. This took about 23 minutes for me. And it's really piping hot because I just took it out of the oven. So if you want, you go wait, you know, 5 minutes or so to put on the next layer. Now, everybody knows you can't have s'mores without Hershey bars. I recommend Hershey bars. Only because it's a traditional way to do it. So, you just want to lay it right there. Oh, it's really pliable too. So, hard to go. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, here we go. Now, depending. Now, you could leave it like this. And just once the Hershey bars melt, because that's what we're going to do, we're going to wait for these to melt. You can spread it over. But you can add a 4th Hershey bar, or however many you want to put on there, and just try to cover it all the way. It's so pliable. Very pliable. So I'm going to do that. This is what I'm going to do. Yeah. Alright, I shall see you in 5 minutes. Okay, if you waited 5 minutes, let's go for it. I guess you didn't have to wait 5 minutes, but yeah. Now it's time to spread. Unless you just want to keep the Hershey's like this. Never really thought about doing that. That'd probably be a prettier thing, but it's not going to be able to be seen anyway. Right. Get every part covered with chocolate. Okay. Now, if you like really gooey bars, s'mores, I recommend using the marshmallow fluff. Then use the marshmallows. So take this. I sprayed it down, make it better. And as you see, it's not really working that well. Just put dabs on it. You know what I mean? You don't have to be perfect, just put them anywhere. I don't really have like a measurement for this. Matter of fact, you don't even have to use this. You could just use the marshmallows. Cover the entire area with marshmallows. I'm only going to get one more right here. And put one right there. Okay. That didn't want to come out. Now, many marshmallows go on top. So you want to do that. Like the more the merrier. Now this will be toasted. I used to make this all the time, but I haven't made this in a couple of years. So everybody will like it. Okay, now you want to put this under your broiler. So put it under your broiler. You don't want to put it in there very long. I would say 20, 30 seconds tops, depending on your broiler and your oven. So I'll be back. Okay guys, it is ready. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. It's still hot, but you know what? I really want to dig into this. So, let's dig in. Spatula, you might want to like grease it with some spray, because this will absolutely stick to it if not. So, let's see how this comes out from me. Oh, you can see it already, that gooiness. There we go. Look. Look at that. Oh. Okay. Now, let's dig in. That is really good. And you know, it's not very rich like you would think it would, BC. Like you think it'd be really sweet, but it's not. It's like really good. But you might just want to eat like one piece at a time. Because there's probably like 1,000 calories in here. Anyway, if you liked the video, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thumbs up. Or leave a comment. And, you know. Alright. See ya. Love you guys.